Welcome to the 31st Annual Commencement Ceremony, Part 2 of the University of Washington, Bothell. I am Jason Naranjo, and I'm an Associate Teaching Professor in the School of Educational Studies and the Chair of the General Faculty Organization. It is my esteemed honor to serve as your Grand Marshal today. We appreciate your patience. We had a medical emergency earlier and know that the delay will not lessen the excitement. Thank you all. Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge the Coast Salish peoples of this land, the land which touches the shared waters of all tribes and bands within the Suquamish, Tulalip, and Muckleshoot nations. We would also like to pay respect to the elders past and present and extend that respect to other Indigenous peoples present. At this ceremony, we welcome all family members, friends, faculty, and staff to celebrate with us the classes of 2022, 2021, and 2020 from the schools of Business, Educational Studies, and Nursing and Health Studies. Earlier today, we celebrated those from the schools of Interdisciplinary Arts and Sciences, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Please rise for the National Anthem, performed by Denite Fishazan, who is graduating later with her bachelor's in Business Administration.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Denite. I now have the honor of introducing the Chancellor of the University of Washington, Bothell, Dr. Kristen Esterberg.
Thank you, Dr. Naranjo. To our class of 2022, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family members, and friends, welcome to this most extraordinary day. Extraordinary for so many reasons. I am so pleased to gather with you in person to celebrate this important milestone that graduates from the classes of 2021 and 2020, who graciously accepted having virtual ceremonies during the pandemic, are here with us, makes it that much more special and demonstrates the beloved community that comprises UW Bothell. The University of Washington has 3 unique campuses in Seattle, in Tacoma, and of course, our campus in Bothell. Ultimate responsibility for these campuses rests with the 10 members of the University of Washington Board of Regents. These dedicated people devote tremendous skill, passion, and time each year to the university. 4 of them are with us this afternoon. Please hold your applause until all of our regents have been introduced. Blaine Tamaki, Chair of the Board of Regents. Dealey Barisha, the first UW Bothell student to serve as student regent. Rogelias Riojas and David Zeke. It is a privilege to introduce our next guest. She leads our tri-campus university with a fierce passion, profound integrity, and a caring heart. She is a true partner in the success of our Bothell campus, and it is such an honor to work with her. The President of the University of Washington, Dr. Anna Mari Kause. I would like to introduce some members of our leadership team who are with us today. Dr. Sharon A. Jones, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Rebecca Bloom, Vice Chancellor for Advancement. Dr. Scott James, Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs. Dr. Caroline Titan, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Dr. Sandeep Krishnamurthy, Dean of the School of Business. Dr. Ed Buendia, Dean of the School of Educational Studies. Dr. Shari Dworkin, Dean of the School of Nursing and Health Studies. Dr. Leslie Cornick, Dean of the School of STEM. Dr. Cinnamon Hilliard, Associate Vice Chancellor and Dean for Student Success. Dr. Tim Wilson, Dean of Students. Carolyn Brennan, Assistant Vice Chancellor for Research and Connected Learning. Interim Associate Dean and Director of University Libraries, Leslie Hurst. James Archer, President of the Associated Students of the University of Washington Bothell. Dr. Stephanie Iverson Cabral, Assistant Teaching Professor in the School of Nursing and Health Studies. Dr. Jamie Shirley, Teaching Professor in the School of Nursing and Health Studies. Dr. Jason Naranjo, whom you just met. And finally, I would like to recognize our keynote speaker, a UW Bothell alumnus and lecturer commencement speaker, Dr. Justin Gill. Please be seated. Now let's meet today's graduates. Today's graduates. Let me first tell you a bit about the class of 2022, which is 2,110 students strong. They are an accomplished group. There are 1,910 students receiving baccalaureate degrees and 200 receiving master's degrees today. 24 students will receive their license to teach in Washington State. From the School of Business, we have 413 students receiving their Bachelor of Arts and 79 graduate students receiving their Master of Business Administration. From the School of Educational Studies, we have 80 students receiving their Bachelor of Arts and 5 graduate students receiving their Master of Education. From the School of Nursing and Health Studies, we have 293 students receiving either their Bachelor of Arts in Health Studies, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and 26 graduate students receiving their Master of Science in Nursing. At the end of our 31st commencement ceremonies today, along with the graduates of 2021 and 2020, the class of 2022 will be among more than 29,000 UW Bothell alumni. Our graduates from 2022, 2021, and 2020 are diverse in every way you can imagine. I'd like to address the graduates directly. You range in age from 17 years old to 71 years young. You hail from as close as Bothell to as far away as South Africa. Several hundred of you participated in the Heritage Fair last month, where you proudly displayed your cultures, your lived experience, and your multiple identities. Some of you at that heartwarming event who are here now are part of a valued community at UW Bothell, our dreamers. Today is the 10th anniversary of the DACA program, and I want to acknowledge your determination to complete your degrees despite uncertainty. You have added a rich diversity of experiences to our campus culture, and we are better for it. In the classes of 2022, 2021, and 2020, 1,081 of you are the first in your family to get a four-year degree. I want each of you to see that you are in good company, to see that you will always share the common bound of being part of UW Bothell during these very unique years. If you are the first in your family to receive a degree, would you please rise, look around at the company you keep, and stay standing. If you are a veteran, stay standing, please, students. If you are a veteran of the military and you are graduating today, please stay standing. You are a magnificent crowd. We want to see you in your awesomeness. For those who are members of the military and are graduating today, thank you for your service. Please stand, join our first-generation college students, salute one another, and stay standing, please. Now, if you raised a family while studying for your degree, please stand, congratulate all the other exhausted and ecstatic parents, and please stay standing. If you cared for a loved one during this pandemic and are crossing the stage today, please stand and be recognized for your heart, and stay standing. Now, if there were mornings when you got up to turn on your computer for another Zoom session, when all you wanted to do was to take the day off and forget your responsibilities, please stand, knowing that we stand with you. If you overcame any challenge, great or small, to take your rightful place on the stage today, please stand and acknowledge that you did something extraordinary to keep your commitment to education. Family members, friends, faculty, staff, I present to you the graduating classes of 2022, 2021, and 2020. You may be seated. Thank you. Now, when I arrived on campus last October, I wrote 3 words on my whiteboard: equity, fairness, and students. I've looked at these words every day since to ensure that our entire campus community could support you in having the best possible experience at UW Bothell. Are we centering the needs of our students? Are we striving to be fair and equitable to everyone in our community? How can looking through an equity lens sharpen our work? These are the questions we asked ourselves as we continue to transition from remote operations back to campus. Now, I'm certain you have had your own questions every day for the past 820 days since we went virtual. How on earth am I going to focus when my siblings and my parents are all studying or working from home at the same time? How will I get my project done when I don't have all the tools I need at home? Am I going to graduate? Not to mention the question we all shared. Am I or someone I love going to get COVID-19? There was absolutely nothing that could have prepared you for the additional challenges you would face beyond the already monumental task of getting your degree. Dealing every day with the uncertainties of a global pandemic, managing the societal upheaval and injustices exacerbated by the murder of George Floyd and too many others. I want to acknowledge that many of you have been especially affected by that tragedy and the unrest that followed, and even now, continual mass shootings that have resulted in the senseless loss of so many. You are graduating today despite, maybe because of, these epic and historic challenges. I can't emphasize enough how extraordinary that is, how extraordinary you are. I want you to take time right now to pause and recognize what you have accomplished. Family members and friends, please join us for a quiet moment to acknowledge your support of your graduate. Magnificent, amazing, inspiring. These are the words that come up for me when I think of you. Who else but someone magnificent, amazing, and inspiring, despite the conditions, as a business student, would dive deep into mental health issues in order to provide meaningful content for a national advocacy organization, would tutor high school students over Zoom so effectively that they share their dreams for their future with you and consider you a mentor, role model, and friend. Would leave the country, in fact, leaving home for the first time to travel thousands of miles to Ireland to examine and work on a range of regional public health issues. In addition to being a student, would work as a full-time nurse, volunteering as a court-appointed child advocate, and securing grant funding for a children's home in Jamaica. Magnificent, amazing, inspiring. You are well prepared for what is ahead of you. Through your course of study, you have not only gained academic knowledge and the skills to get a job in your field, you have also gained the ability to think critically, a skill that is more than ever needed in our world. You are well poised to make a difference in our community, in our region, and in our world. And as you leave here today, I hope you know that you will always be a part of the UW Bothell community. You will always have a place here, and you can always return to share your experiences with students who have come after you. Just as you have benefited from those who came before, you have the opportunity to pay it forward. You have also benefited from your family, friends, faculty, and staff who celebrate with you today, those here, near, and far. You are here because they have supported and in turn inspired you to get your degree. You have done the heavy lifting. They have propped you up. You are magnificent, amazing, inspiring. Yes. In closing, I'd like to borrow some remarks from Fred Rogers, that Fred Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, when he accepted the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. He is also someone who inspires quiet awe. Mr. Rogers said, "All of us have special ones who have loved us into being." Would you just take, along with me, 10 seconds to think of the people who have helped you become who you are, those who have cared about you and wanted what was best for you in life? 10 seconds. I'll watch the time. Whoever you've been thinking about, how pleased they must be to know the difference you feel they've made. If you don't think they know, I hope you'll take time to tell them soon. Thank you for being part of the UW Bothell community. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for the difference you have made in my life. And thank you for the difference you will make in this world. Thank you. Now, James Archer is the president of the Associated Students of the University of Washington, Bothell. It has been my pleasure to work with him on several initiatives this past year. Please join me in welcoming Archer to the podium and thanking him for his work.
Husky family, class of 2022, this is our day. Today is the day we look back on every assignment, every class, every exam, and take a deep breath and smile, because it is finally over. All right, yeah, cheer for that. Yeah, come on. That's what we're here for. And to those joining us from the classes of 2020 and 2021, we welcome you. For today is the day we celebrate what we have accomplished at the University of Washington, Bothell. Yeah, there it is, yeah. Do not stop cheering. Cheer however much you want. This day's about you. Today is a day we hear an excellent speech from an excellent speaker and wonder, when is he going to wrap this thing up? Joking aside, because this is definitely not the best speech you're going to hear today or ever, many of you are too humble and are likely thinking, I didn't do anything extraordinary. I don't deserve all of this. And I have to say, you couldn't be further from the truth. As your student body president, I have witnessed firsthand and secondhand how this community rose to take on each and every challenge that presented itself. Not only this year, mind you, as each year at any academic institution comes with its fair share of trials and tribulations. In the 2020 to 2021 academic year, we pivoted to fully remote instruction and navigated through our courses during historic times. When life came up to every person in this room and pushed you down, you got back up, brushed yourself off, and kept moving forward. Thanks to the pandemic, there were times in my time here at the University of Washington, Bothell when I felt isolated. I was uncertain of the path forward, not just in my academic career, but in my life. I was concerned about connecting with my community, with my peers, faculty, and staff, when all I had to work with were little black squares with their microphones off. Instead of walking out the door to head to campus, I walked to my living room, sat in front of a computer screen to learn about physics and organic chemistry. Still gives me the shivers. I felt like a fraud when people asked, what school are you going to? And I answered, technically UW Bothell, it's complicated. Something that looking back before the pandemic and remote learning, I would have said proudly without a second thought. Felt like we were in a constant state of limbo, neither moving forward nor backward, and it was terrifying. But through it all, here we are together. I stand among you thankful to each and every person here today for making my experience at UW Bothell an incredible one, truly. Everyone here and everyone who will one day sit where you all sit are responsible for making this community stand out as one of the most diverse, caring, and unique campus communities, not just in the country, but in the world. I know that sounds cliche, but I really mean that. Thank you for the single clap. I appreciate it. Now, looking to the future, there are more obstacles to come still. Challenges will continue to arise, attempting to hold you back in your lives and your careers. Meet these trials with a smile, with confidence. No obstacle is too great for you because you have already faced so much. And in the moments you feel overwhelmed, like you can't do it, remember this moment. Think of the mountain you climbed and the view when you finally reached the top. Never forget, it was you who climbed that mountain. Sure enough, you didn't do it alone, as the stands can say. But you're largely the master of your own destiny. But having control over your own destiny is a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways. Whether positive or negative, the beauty in life is everyone can be amazing. But we have to choose to be amazing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I like that. Woo, let's go. To end off, in my first speech as UW Bothell president, at the beginning of the year, way back when addressing the next wave of incoming students who will one day sit where you sit, I said, and quote, "This will be a challenging year, which means it will be a great year." To paraphrase the late, great Sean Connery, I'm a James Bond fan, there is nothing like a challenge to bring out the best in humanity. And looking back, I must be a psychic, because this was one of the most challenging, but one of the greatest years. And it's up to all of you to make every year from here on even greater. Thank you.
Thank you, Archer, and thank you again for your leadership this past year. As part of our commencement ceremony, we recognize recipients of some annual awards. I now invite Dr. Sharon A. Jones, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, to present the award for our most distinguished faculty of 2022.
First, I would like to recognize and thank all of our faculty for preparing students in the classes of 2022, 2021, and 2020 to succeed. Our faculty's expertise, their commitment to outstanding teaching, their ability to bring their knowledge and fieldwork into the classroom and out into the field, all of their work after hours, and their many collaborations with each other, with our staff, and with the students themselves have made this milestone graduation day possible. As is tradition, each year we present the Distinguished Teaching Award to a faculty member with a particularly outstanding record of teaching at UW Bothell in the last year. The honoree is nominated by students and colleagues, and the award is conferred by our university president, Kause. This year's recipient learned the importance of being a flexible and creative educator early in her teaching career. These characteristics are very much at work as she engages each and every student, regardless of interest, major, or background, and makes adjustments when needed to better serve them. She places a strong emphasis on meeting students where they are at and of being resourceful. As one student put it, she seems to be genuinely concerned with whether I understand the subject, but also whether I am growing from learning about that subject. By doing this, she cultivates a bond of trust and inspires me to want to do my best. It is with great pleasure that I congratulate Dr. Stephanie Iverson Cabral, Assistant Teaching Professor in the School of Nursing and Health Studies.
And now we honor several students with annual awards. The first is the Chancellor's Medal. This award is presented to graduating students whose commitment to learning and overcoming obstacles is a source of inspiration to other students and our campus community. Come on up. One of the recipients of the 2022 Chancellor's Medal is Ash Sacedo. She is graduating today with a Bachelor of Arts in Educational Studies with an emphasis on elementary education. Ash aspires to be a first-grade teacher to children with disabilities. Let's learn a little bit more about Ash.
I don't think I ever thought about actually ever becoming a teacher. I think for me it was just, I loved being around kids. I didn't think that that was something that could be possible for me. Like, I hated school growing up. I couldn't imagine myself as a teacher. Like, I knew that would mean going back to school, and that was a scary prospect for me. I was actually a high school dropout, but I really wasn't happy, what I was doing, and I knew that there was more out there for me. I worked here actually at the campus safety office, and then eventually I became a campus safety officer. I just knew so many of the staff and faculty members, and I just really saw how much they cared for the students. I knew that I wanted to be a part of this community. I decided to go for it. I had a really difficult time in school growing up. I didn't have a formal diagnosis of ADHD at the time, and so it was really hard for me to focus and to be present. It was probably one of the biggest reasons why I ended up dropping out of high school. UW Bothell helped me succeed because I had such a great support system here. They were just really flexible in working with me, and it never made me feel like I was less than anyone else. My internship, it's in a local school here in Bothell. Honestly, it's like the best part of my day. I absolutely fell in love with all of our students. Now, I look back and I don't want kids to slip through the cracks. Kids like me. It's very much has shaped the way I approach my teaching and creating an inclusive environment for all students. My time here at UW Bothell, it's been amazing. It was scary. It's probably one of the scariest things I've done, but it's worth it because now I have such an opportunity to affect so many other lives.
Congratulations, Ash. I look forward to the day when your students follow your footsteps to UW Bothell. In the earlier ceremony, we presented two other students with the 2022 Chancellor's Medal. Noor Abdulhamid and Dili Barisha are both graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Biology. The second student award is the President's Medal, which goes to the graduating senior with the most distinguished academic record, taking into consideration courses taken, honors and awards, research and publications, as well as future plans. In the earlier ceremony, President Kausi presented the President's Medal to Yusuf Beltagi, a winter 2022 graduate in computer engineering. At this time, I would like to invite President Kelsey to the lectern to share congratulatory remarks with you.
Hello, graduates, and congratulations to the class of 2022. And to the members of the classes of 2020 and 2021, we're so happy to welcome you back in person as part of a whole community. You look so much better in 3D. And we're so incredibly proud of you and what you've achieved. Every single one of you has had a journey that's unique. But there's also something really unifying about the experiences that you've had, earning your degree through some of the most tumultuous events and challenging times in University of Washington and, in fact, in our country and in the world's history. Your grace, your patience, your flexibility, your empathy, and your perseverance have been inspiring to us all. Earning your degree is a profound challenge under the most normal of circumstances, but you earned yours on hard mode. And so I hope, as James mentioned, that as you sit here today, you will reflect on the outstanding investment that you made in your own potential. And remember that you did so under the most challenging of circumstances. Now you go on to face the challenges that you will face in your life will be even bigger than the ones that you've already faced. But when you face those challenges, think about this moment and what it felt like to know that you had the tools and the talent to succeed. And those tools are part of you now, and they will stay with you. So when you face setbacks, know that you have the strength to find your pathway out. You can do it. As graduates of the schools of business, educational studies, and nursing and health studies, the pathways open to you are vast and very, very varied. But wherever the future takes you, I join Chancellor Esterberg in being proud to have been part of your journey. Whatever you do, it will have an impact, and I know that you will bring with you the values that we celebrate as Huskies: empathy, equity, integrity, curiosity. In the years ahead, I hope you will apply them to all that you do to create a more equitable, livable, and sustainable world. The future needs your talents. And to all our families, friends, created families, siblings, grandparents, aunts, and uncles, thank you. Your love and your commitment to your graduate success has been a big part of what's made it possible for them to be here. And I want you to know, wherever you went to school, you are now Huskies too. So graduates, as we celebrate today, take pride in the knowledge that you are now alumni of the University of Washington. And remember, this community of alumni and your university will always be there for you, so stay in touch. We're proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. Congratulations, UW Bothell, classes of 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Thank you, President Kause. And now, it is time for some words of wisdom and inspiration from our commencement speaker. When you cross the stage today, you will be joining Dr. Justin Gill as an alumnus of UW Bothell. Dr. Gill received his Bachelor of Science in Nursing from our School of Nursing and Health Studies 9 years ago, and went on to receive his Doctor of Nursing Practice from Yale University. Now, as I said earlier, you can always return to UW Bothell to share your experiences. Dr. Gill did more than that. He's now sharing his knowledge as a lecturer at the school, teaching courses on health policy and leadership, and mentoring future nurses. Among several volunteer engagements, he is the Vice President for the Washington State Nurses Association Board of Directors and is often called upon by national news organizations to contribute to stories on healthcare and policy issues. At a time when healthcare workers are leading us through a pandemic, please join me in welcoming UW Bothell alumnus, lecturer, and commencement speaker, Dr. Justin Gill.
Thank you, Chancellor Esterberg, President Kause, Board of Regents, faculty, family, friends, graduates. I'm deeply honored by the privilege of speaking with all of you on such an important milestone. It's an important milestone for you, the university, as well as the community. Today's been an overdue celebration for multiple cohorts of graduates. I personally remember the joy and sense of accomplishment that all of you are experiencing on this day. As mentioned previously, I am a proud UW Bothell alum and still call UW Bothell home by teaching students in the School of Nursing and Health Studies. Shout out to the nursing students and health studies graduates today. As I'm sure that you're aware, the past 2 years have been a little complicated. All students and their families in this room have been impacted and challenged by COVID-19. Economic and political unrest, as well as the intense social debates that we've had over the past few years. All while trying to manage an already high level of stress that comes with pursuing a college education. The fact that you're here today, successfully graduating, is an accomplishment on its own, and it deserves the highest recognition. My hope is that I can offer all of you some insight into my own experiences and journey that's informed who I am today, and how all of you can utilize the knowledge and skills that you've attained here at this university. Every generation has dealt with a crisis or challenge at some point, and we're living through a major one. It's easy to see how our economic, political, and institutional dysfunction, alongside a very stressed healthcare system, can lead to pessimism and apathy. As a contrast to this, I would say that all of you in this room offer something far more powerful and influential, and that's hope. Initially, when I graduated high school, I started my college education at a local community college in California with the aim of pursuing political science and law as a profession. During the start of my college education, the nation was grappling with the crippling consequences of the 2008 recession, and the issue of economic security, health disparities, and healthcare access was in the spotlight. At the time, I was exposed to some of the extensive need and demand in healthcare, and I had the opportunity to listen to and shadow family and friends that chose nursing as a profession. Unexpectedly, I fell in love with the profession and changed my major. While I was continuing with my career in healthcare and going to graduate school, I still had a passion for activism and political advocacy, specifically around issues related to healthcare and the social determinants of health. Through my work with my state and national nursing organizations, I was able to utilize my passion in a way that worked best for me. The reason why I bring this story up is because I've learned that life will often not follow a linear path. There are times in your lives where you will have to reconcile with a personal, professional, or even potentially widespread national crisis. Where you may plan to be in the next 5 years may be different from what actually happens, but know that it might potentially be better than you initially expected. Growing up, I always struggled with the concept of success. It's easy to say that those that are successful might have achieved a certain amount of wealth or a prominent public figure. But in my experience as a clinician and a student and a faculty member, I've learned that success is better described by one's ability to recognize challenges or unexpected events and work through them to come out stronger on the other side. All of you will move forward from your time here at UW Bothell, and I want to offer you 3 areas of reflection that I think will serve you well as you navigate through your future. The first is a commitment to communication and diversity of opinion. My ability to care for patients in the clinical setting and work with them is directly impacted by how well I'm able to listen to other people and how I can better understand their own perspectives. By listening and meeting people where they are or somewhere near that, there's an increased likelihood of establishing trust. While I still continue to improve on this skill, it's definitely allowed me to be a better healthcare provider. Innovations in social media and online platforms provide our society with some benefits, but it's also served as a platform for hate and division. The pandemic's reminded us that we are all connected in more ways than we initially realize, and that we all have a role to play in our communities. It's also highlighted the fact that on an even playing field, the virus can infect people regardless of where they come from, the amount of money that they make, the color of their skin, who they voted for, or who they love. Know that your ability to communicate respectfully, negotiate, and yes, even disagree is a sign of strength, not weakness. Disagreement can, in fact, be a healthy thing if we don't attribute it to a personal attack and we assume some level of positive intent amongst our peers. Listening and truly listening, not necessarily waiting for to say something that was already predetermined, allows us to connect with one another in a more impactful way. It's through communications and relationships, not division or ideological seclusion, that we build bridges, and we allow ourselves to recognize each other's individual dignity and humanity. It's also important to note that building relationships with only people that you agree with will likely do very little to facilitate change that's meaningful. I would encourage all of you to branch out and continue conversations with individuals with whom you might disagree. The second area that I see as a challenge of our time involves both the use and misuse of information. While COVID-19 seems to have unveiled misinformation more significantly, it's been around a lot longer than that. The availability and instant access to information can be a great thing to help us learn and grow, but it also can serve as a source for false information that can lead to potentially dangerous consequences. In my clinical role, I've seen some of the end of those consequences. In my clinical day job, every single day in an urgent care clinic, I see patients with diverse backgrounds and chief complaints. I might start my day seeing an infant with a concerned parent, or see another patient with a migraine headache or a respiratory infection, and end the day helping a patient deal with a mental health crisis. While these experiences are very clinically challenging and they require some level of base knowledge, they support my core belief that the ability to find answers to problems in an accurate and efficient way is a far better goal than trying to know everything. The appropriate use and attainment of knowledge will continue to be a pressing issue for all of us, regardless of our profession. Because of your education here at this university, you've been given the foundation for learning and how to identify and find accurate information. This foundation isn't all-inclusive, and it'll require some level of mindfulness as you start the next chapter of your personal and professional lives. The third and final area that I feel will serve as a pressing issue for all of us focuses on bias and an acknowledgement of reality. For too long, acknowledging what is fact or reality has become less clear in our public discourse. Just because an issue may be uncomfortable or ignored, it does not mean it's absent. Unfortunately, throughout the pandemic, a sober, unbiased assessment of reality has been unfairly associated with weakness and fear. I would argue the direct opposite of that assumption. Being able to recognize the uncomfortable realities of our society enables us to actually address them so that we can move forward. It's a sign of strength, determination, and courage. My ask for all of you is that you carry this sense of bravery into the world as you become our future business innovators, political leaders, healthcare providers, and professionals. Don't look away from our challenges, but instead see them for what they are and tackle them head on. I'm reminded of a quote from a Swiss physicist, Heinrich Rohr, that I think truly speaks to the issues around reality and fallacy over the past 2 years. He says, quote, "Science means constantly walking a tightrope between blind faith and curiosity, between expertise and creativity, between bias and openness, between experience and epiphany, between ambition and passion, and between arrogance and conviction. In short, between an old today and a new tomorrow." By seeing you all here today, I could not be more optimistic about our future. I look forward to having you all join me as proud University of Washington Bothell alums, and I'm excited to see how all of you will create a more equitable and resilient world. Once again, I'm humbled by this opportunity to join you all today on such an important day, and I encourage all of you to enjoy this moment by celebrating with your family and your friends. Stay safe, stay well. Congratulations to the class of 2020, 2021, and 2022.
Dr. Gill, on behalf of the University of Washington Bothell and the classes of 2022, 2021, and 2020, thank you for sharing your wisdom and inspiring us this afternoon. And thank you for your leadership on healthcare policy. At this time, I would like to bring President Kause back to the podium.
Okay, everybody, are we ready? The time has come to award the degrees. Dr. Sharon A. Jones, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, will present the candidates for the master's degree, and they will be conferred by Regent Blaine Tamaki.
Will the master's candidates in the schools of business, educational studies, and nursing and health studies please rise? Regent Tamaki, I am honored to present these master's degree candidates from the schools of business, educational studies, and nursing and health studies. I recommend that all who have fulfilled the requirements prescribed by the graduate faculty of the University of Washington Bothell be awarded their master's degrees.
On behalf of the Board of Regents and the dedicated
master's
and
candidates
great
from the
faculty
School of Business
of the University of Washington Bothell, I am pleased to confer upon each of you your respective master's degrees from the schools of business, educational studies, and nursing and health studies. Congratulations. We are so proud of you and your accomplishments. You will be presented with, as you cross the stage, a memento of this commencement ceremony. Congratulations again.
master's candidates from the School of Interdisciplinary Arts and Sciences, master's candidates from the School of Business,
Alini Onorato,
Silas Schaffler,
Austin Campbell,
Gloria Singla, Suha Termizi,
Malavi Gujala.
Ka Chan.
Vishal Pandey, Pasupati Pandian, Kakali Palit, Yamini Vara Dorajulu, Amber Denise Montgomery, Lauren Tracy Louis Sakahara,
Kasaya Abby Sise. Vandana Gupta. Diana Chikuri Virzi.
Shraddha Shirsat,
Helena M. Hiley. Robbie Lowry. Ken Anderson. Victor Barr.
Dwi No,
Raghu Kalyankar.
Kiran Kumar Vajendla,
Megan DeVoe.
Divya Sharma,
Gopalika Barwal.
Patricia Rojas Fung,
Joanna Lee.
Prashant Srinivasan,
Maddie Cham.
Zara Sayed Ahmad Bana,
Huang Lee. Toya Bold. Ankita Kulkarni.
Danayav Halmurat.
William Paul Gezert. Maria Casares.
I need these cards a little faster. Anson Lam. Lukhang Lao. Shengni Chin.
Sabrina Chacon Barajas.
Lane Jeffrey Olson Taylor, Mona Sheetal,
Robin Willow Corboy. Kathy Huberman.
Sierra Marie Joyner.
Jess El Said.
Lee Kevin Johnson.
Master's candidates from the School of Nursing and Health Studies,
Severine Nadine Andrea Chardon.
Antara Roy, Michelle Zundel.
Kristen Baranti. Sarah Lewicki.
Another big round of applause for all the master students. And now, Dr. Sharon A. Jones, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs, will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees, and they will be conferred by Regent Blaine Tamaki.
Will the bachelor's degree candidates in the schools of Business, Educational Studies, and Nursing and Health Studies please rise? Regent Tamaki, I am honored to present these candidates from the schools of Business, Educational Studies, and Nursing and Health Studies for the baccalaureate degree. I recommend that all who have fulfilled the degree requirements be awarded this degree.
On behalf of the Board of Regents and the faculty of the University of Washington Bothell, I am pleased to confer upon each of you your bachelor's degree. Congratulations. We are so proud of your honor today, and you will be presented as you cross the stage with the memento of this commencement ceremony. Congratulations again.
Bachelor's candidates from the School of Business. Sophia Mercedes Ziegler. Ryan Malik.
J.C. Kincaid Caldwell. Tina Bagashvili.
Anthony Orcajo. Bailey Webb. Pammy Stephen Thorpe. Diana Wairimu Muru. Joseph Colin Wankelman.
Stephen Islas Hernandez. Dmitry Budnick. Dylan Stefko Kostadanov.
Michael Nesbitt.
Crystal Chipraz.
Huyen Nguyen.
Susan Young Jong.
Neen Nguyen.
Tran Iboinga. Angela Davidson. Haley Tokni Lee. Dan Huyn.
Arundette Matthew Mee.
Brandon Dintong Sai.
Brooke Bayene Tuwelda.
Mustafa Al-Abadi. Trevor Cease.
Shane Strickland. Jennifer Trin Tran.
Kong T. Alexis Duong. Melissa Balingit.
Max William Manalo. Nick Tam No.
Ritu Bhatt. Denite Araya Fishazian.
Elise Wong. Lillian Wee.
Bo Davis.
Lucy Sinisalo. Ksenia I. Popova.
Nicholas Kasimov. Tasha Elizabeth Hong.
Terry True. Jasmine Victoria Pham. Arturo Ruben Vasquez.
Anderson William Chandra.
Isra Aftab.
Andrew Stephen Ong Nung.
Joanny De Leon. Henry Che.
Matthew Vu.
Connor David Lovall. Kyle Paul Kawahara. Han K. Cheong. Calvin Agus.
Daniel Saman.
Ali Bowie.
Zara Samir.
Ayon Chemeg Kamsuren. Monica Agnew. Morgan Clarice Carter.
Jasmine Lee Pham.
Jameson William Aldrich.
Khalil Hassan Reza. Parker David Richardson.
Camilla Kurbanova.
Natalie Morcos. Paul T. McMillan. Justin Carl Sandstrom.
Katie Flores.
Darren K. Pienli. Amy Tran. Allison Tepp. Sherry Tong.
Faisal Aladwan.
Ming Wong. Jesse Jesus Rodriguez. Brody Wassell.
Tommy Liu.
Kevin Quach. Jonathan Manahan.
Xiao Yi Chen. Krisha Diane Madrid Hugo.
Eva Eng. Dexter Scanson.
Angelina Joy Galvez.
Joycelyn Wu.
Saren Motbainor Almao.
Ryan Christopher McClellan. Petar Verchelj Nikolic.
Anged Kulsi. Christopher Che. Chung Pei. Awang Chung Pei. Brendan Hayes. Clay Bielke. Jamin Lopez. Riley Jordan.
Neil Pimintai.
Emer Aguilar Romero.
Maria Raza.
Angelica Grace Fernandez.
Cindy Yang. Katia Gabriela Vivar Acevedo.
Ivy Lenore Barton.
Theodora Uluatowisin Shopawara.
Rustine Grace Arribas Hernandez. Aita Dion. May Lee. Nasreen A. Binkasim. Fatima S. Jamal. Midhat Fatima.
Samar Jitse. Samar Jitsin.
Faraz Azim. Jaffer Khan. Vahan Nick Aslanian. Gabriel Arbanik Gregorian. Susie Diaz. Monica Arlette Herrera Diaz. Esteban Fortier. Lucas Edgar Bowles. Lan Quan Lu. Alexandra Denise Marie Luther Gray. Nona Arzumanian.
Eric Warman.
Nathan Farrell.
Surya Oberoi. Skylar Jane Missler.
Zachary Adams.
Jacob Emerson Russell. Esram Wolde Gabriel.
Mariana Rojas.
Julia Chi.
Alhan Pir Jamali. Brandon Bhutto Lok Pell.
Sarah Jane Balabala Agbayani.
Jessica Sean. Jennifer Santiago Flores.
Brooke Ashley Corin. Tanner Condon.
Andrew John William Ratliff. Stephanus Bismobudi Mahardika.
Michael Clarence Lesnawati.
Kei Nishimura.
Stephen Evans. Madison Bemis. Kaya Helms.
Eamon Manon. Charles Stanton.
Darren Shu. Mohammed Saad Azar. Caleb Butler.
Ben Russell. Victor Manuel Macedo.
Aaron Harrison.
Stephen Mai.
Caio Garces. Dania Isam Fares.
Sabantu Margarsa.
Ryan Bibbett.
Denden Russum. Nok Fu No.
Jason Wirawan Lodi. Sagar Kumar. Kunal Kumar.
Sarah Shimazu.
Jia Zhou Chen.
Wu Fan Yao.
Jerry Huang.
Ri Rongzhang. Yue Sheng.
Lak Wah Hong.
Jupir Husan.
Michael Anthony Hodges. Jelani Howard. Chester Lamar Grant. Hung Jung. Rafael Diaz Marroquin.
Jani Soon.
Natalia Andreyovitz.
Jason Wu. Jackie Totiva. Sarah Fong. Alan Joseph Song.
Cody Michael Gianola Ward. Elizabeth Chang. Michael Brian Lim. Matthew Harlan Colden. Lyra Cho.
Bahare Ruhi. Harley Tran, Yuen Win,
Mai Huynh, Kaushini R. DaCosta, Rose Chum,
Omar Paez.
Bilasuma Abdul Kadir Mame, Ilar K. Osqui,
Amanda Herrera, Umida Kakimova, Stanley Jonathan, Jia Ho, Ting Xuan Huang,
Ze Junjiang, Sean Yao,
Zhiwen Chen, Han Yu Jin,
Pinyi Zhao,
Firal Denebo, Cameron Grain,
Kiet Tuan Fan, Kang Dui Fan,
Devin Kuach, Sarak Balai, Ranish Kanal, Joshua Emil Jerome, Andy Chen, Jessica Lim, Angel Yu Lei, Kelvin G. Ray Law,
John Paul Fincalero Umbao, Elaine Alethea Chakro, Gerald Dio Tillon, Victor Wayne Waller,
Tyler Thomas Dedert,
Stanislav Mikhailenko, Alex Marston,
Theodore Kaltsunis,
Benjamin Lou Vong,
Ana Rosa Lopez Rivera,
Roman Ringo Ringo,
RJ Buensuceso,
Sabrina Shou Yin, Jackie Mendoza, Mohammed Shaharyar, Adnan Saeed,
Jay Ha,
Samuel Augusto Sondak, Mason Sedang,
Hunter Gifford, Abigail Marie Borile Aguilar,
Sydney T. Mang, Jessel Sridharan Johnny Suresh, Aaron Rubin, Omar Manzo Sanchez,
Jeffrey Joseph Baldwin, Alex Lee, Maria Litovchenko.
Michelle Tan.
Erica Burka.
Nina Simone Marshall.
Dorothy Michelle Kempf.
Annalise Amelia Muir. Jijian Wang.
Victoria Kao.
Yulika Hayashi.
Rowan Umayam.
Jesse Garcia.
Salome Tigist Johannes.
Hingyu Shu.
Juna Maharjan. Prisha Denise Montalia.
Benjamin J. Kanibi.
Raven Thompson. Hillary Louise Mahan.
Princelina Damita Alain Pendergrass.
Dylan Amadou Usoro. Dorian Sprague. Michaela Yang. Kobe Tai.
Annie Churro. Uyen Tien Le. Kurt Raphael Gorospi.
Jennifer Perakopskaya. Anastasia Zavialova. Jason Zhou. Alan T. Nguyen. Daniel Perez. Carolyn Michelle McDonald.
Ondrul Batsurig. Grace Kelly Arago Ligaya.
Bao Ying Peng. Chi Wen Shu.
Arafan Arakan. Merdun Shokrat.
T.J. Singh.
Kristen Lee Gustafson.
Eshu Singh Gill.
Bhargava Mata.
Lars Largerkrantz Spencer.
T.J. Tuan Tran. Thomas Peters.
Kimberly Victoria Lomelli.
Richard Matthias Ordonia, Jr. Alexander Zambrano. Oliver DeRay Saltzman. Luke Nicholas Pallas. Marshall Elliott Van Horn. Bachelor's candidates from the School of Educational Studies. Ash Saucedo.
Michaela Fjeld.
Beza S. Mahamud. Amina Sharif Mohammed.
Heather Breckus. Jessica Edith Ambris Madrigal. Po Ying Candy Lamb. Yao Yin Kennedy Lamb. Yi Cheng Ho.
Christine Wong.
Bethany Lau. Amy Paola Anderegg.
Nikki Reyes.
William Goggins.
Jen Stofflet. Megan White.
Madison Lee Algio. Phoebe Abel. Lena Khalid Ajez.
Michaela Renee Meals.
Jennifer Nak Tram Ha. Noel Shaw. Paloma Jimenez.
Desiree Vega.
Natalie Elmonte.
Pidge Russ. Viola Isabella Tabares.
Virginia Cassidy.
Kelby Olson. Alexis Rachel Pond.
Esteban Carrillo. Sarah Jean Holscher. Erica Lynn Burt. Milan Ebeling. Rhoda Johnson.
Jaya Ravi.
Sophia Lee.
Susanna Alessandra Bartra.
Lydia Sharif Mikhail.
Darina Litvinchuk.
Sarah Tran.
Grace Marie Anderson. Fiona May Factor Jackson. Amanda Corazon Edwards.
Olivia Louise Noble.
Jessica Janice Gonzalez Perez.
Kylie Jo Moen.
Melissa Harnden. Rocio Barajas. Carla Mariana Ekiwa. Yahab Oslander.
Haley Ann Trinidad.
Morgan Lowe. Gracie Erickson. Katie Chatham. Cademan Laron Kuno. Kyle Larson. Katie Ho. Eric Lee. Chang Liu. Idris Ali Nasser Idris. Ismail Hamza.
Philip Song. Fuad Muhammad.
Zainab Hussein Abdi Malim.
Sophia Martinez Klingel.
Jenny Wynn.
Jamie Huynh. Alexandra Godoy.
Alberta Isabel Martinez. Bachelor's candidates from the School of Nursing and Health Studies. Lorisa Hudi Ruiz. Kyoko Iris Rodriguez.
Mackenzie Marie Corican.
Kali Porevdorj.
Sukanya Fonaman Gallant.
Emily Nguyen. Razane Gabramarian.
Kendall Alex Ramirez.
J.D. Lee Wynn. Eldina Judaria. Edward Shin Kim.
Calvin T. Trin. Hudikorn Jorgulich. Rachel M. Meyer. Emily Seyang. Andriana Stephanie Panebianco. Tiffany Nguyen.
Melokini Akeno.
Jordan Wynn. Christine Joy Rosal Mayo. Ayub Sadi.
Sammy Abebe. Sunika Sela Lan. Alina Lalji.
Ayantu Beyisa Talesa. Kea Gaim Teklai. Megan Suwanakam.
Caitlin Johnson. Sarah Gwynn.
Jalissa T. Eric Satoshi Redona.
Mia Royale Britt. Pia Arceli Doliente Lozano. Emily Adele Brown. Karina Karmali, Brian Huang, Parsa Faruzian,
Sarah Ann Volk,
Joe Garmanian, Nichelle Calkins, Anissa Dahir, Robin Marie Cuevas,
Amarel Valdez,
Rebecca Ayele, Fatia Omar Hassan, Rosa Negasa Kedanu, Saliana T. Hobtum, Ro Boyce, Vencil Kasango,
Raina Oliver, An Fan, Danielle Changguang, Daniel Abraham Rivera, Amy Grace Palmer Rowland,
Deidre Cleve, Lule Jailani,
Marian Abdirazak Salad, Bang Soo Tsai,
Ratana Lim, Ashlyn Grace Leduc,
Kaylee Spencer,
Rachel Hartley, Hitomi Higuchi,
Mankinder Takar,
Johnny Eileen Binder, Martha Fabiola Davila Jimenez,
Zara Salah,
Matthew Keenan, Solomon Lopez,
Keita Shimizu,
Emma Marianne Lux,
Ashley Lynn Marlette Meyer, Nancy Oleen,
Alana Glory Law, Faiza Hassan Abraham, Hadra Guled, Aliyah Ali, Faisa Abdi, Shukri Abdi Farah,
Nafisa Omar,
Layla Kadir, Nadra Ali, Fas Khalif,
Maadeh Pirjamali, Samir Mehan,
Chrissy Lauren Castillo, Rochelle Sally Gadami, Amanda Jane Adams, Jennifer Din, Kathy Lewengrath,
Rhonda Marr,
Simrat Kaur Kalirai,
Milana Prem Kumar,
Sarina Michelle Barrett,
Donna Michelle Trego.
Montserrat Morales Miranda,
Anne Marie Roconavilis.
Rebecca Ann Rodriguez, Vicky Xiaomin Zhen, Megan Danielle Pintock,
Anna Marie Kabakang Abarian, Alana Sune Dewar,
Bethsaida Villaseca,
Amaya De Vera,
Christy Thuy Lin Nguyen, Katrina Julia Martinez, Rochelle Gapaya Sivankeo,
Christina Y. Kirkevold,
Fitzpatrick Troy Castro Varias,
Shania Kate Baldivia,
Rizelle Karina Martin,
Hee Don Chue,
Shaylin Peters, Daisy Rodriguez,
Anne Marie Ray Johnston, Sarah Hanks, Alexis Ausencia Barbosa,
Janessa Marie McCann,
Jacob Sukers,
Jennifer Sanchez,
Flavia Guimarães,
Fallon Jane Zollers,
Michelle Adeline Imber, Ryan Dang,
Kevin Ta, Gelma Mile,
Bubakar Danso, Yoabdar Ashagri, Ami Fofana, Fatumata Keita, Jarai Gassama,
Sanek Tedla,
Sabella Nardos Bashawarid, Wosena H. Habti, Yami Lemago L,
Alamu Mecca, Talahun Shoamalto, Sadie Sprague,
Danielle Nicole Corey.
Mogos Weldeselase. Sidali Woldemariam.
Emmabate G. Jufar. Mimi Gabramariam. Valerie Chronic.
Ashley Singh. Saruda Panlasuk.
Paula Marie Hoover. Sarah Catherine Asp. Roxanne P. Camaros. Kalina Mori Hayashi.
Amanda Sun. Bachi Meg Erdinbutter.
Jen Bolter. Amber Freer. Tensei Ayele Degefe.
Laura Simona Sokolon. Lilia M. Meza.
Lillian Abu Roman.
Carolyn Peltier.
Faith Wagino Mwanga.
Temelis Manaye Asegu.
Siraj Sharif Mahamud.
Harigu D. Amaha. Esther Guchow Clark.
Jenny Fan.
Chelsea Rose Lagman Guaran. Emily Chung. Madison Bell Livers.
Hannah Rose Weidrich.
Hawa A. Dalmar.
Elizabeth Eob Michael. Ridwan Bishar Salat.
Sarah Dahir. Fez Muhammad Khan.
Khadija Sayeda Quadri. Carlos Vincent Peralta. Sally Nguyen. Madison Tang.
Ayumikun Olotimileyin Akiriade. Christina Lai.
Amarachi Wokike.
William Belmas Galarpe.
Nu and Ta. Uyen Nguyen.
Sarah Ozer.
Hannah A. Schifferah.
Sena Bulgu.
Teacher Certification from the School of Educational Studies.
Grace Kavanaugh.
Marwa Bahir Popal.
Kristen Barclay. Amanda Ellis.
Graduates, there is one last thing you have to do. With your family and friends, faculty, and staff as witnesses, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. Class of 2020, you have now joined the classes of 2021 and 2020 as alumni of the University of Washington, Bothell. Time to celebrate.
The 31st Annual Commencement Ceremony of the University of Washington, Bothell is hereby concluded. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Regent Barisha, we're gonna. I do too.
Who won? What was the time? See. 2 minutes? What are we doing? Rondo? they're gone. That should do. That should do. Sounds good. We were doing it. We got her did.